Well, hi, all my LGBT friends and others. So, got my gun rant out of the way, and let's get on to chapter 15 of Exodus and Moses' song. The people want water. The bitter waters at Marah, they removed to Elim. Okay. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he had triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider has he thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song. He is my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him a habitation, my father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host has he cast into the sea. His chosen captains are also drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They've sank into the bottom as stone. Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, has dashed in pieces the enemy. And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sendest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And with the blast of thy nostrils, the waters were gathered together. The flood stood upright as a heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them. Thou didst blow with the wind. The sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in the praises, doing wonders? Thou stretchest out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of the Philistina. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By thy greatness of thine arm, thou shalt be as still as stone, till thy people pass over, O Lord, until the people pass over, which thou hast purchased. Thou shalt bring them in, and plant them in the mountain of thy inheritance, in the place, O Lord, which thou hast made for thee, to dwell in the sanctuary, O Lord, which thy hands have established. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. For the house of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. And the Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dancers. And Miriam answered them, singing, Sing ye to the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath been thrown into the sea. Oh, so Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink the waters of Marah. They could not drink the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, What shall we drink? And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a salute and an ordinance, and there he proved them. And he said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do what is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord that healeth thee. And thy came to Elim, that were 12 wells of water, and 60 palm trees, and they encamped there by the waters. Chapter 16. The Israelites came to sin. They murmured for want of bread. Quails and manna were sent, manna not to be found on the Sabbath, and Omar of it preserved. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came into the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month after their departing out of the land of Egypt. The whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. It had only been a short time, and now they're already murmuring. After seeing all those miracles, doesn't that make you kind of wonder? Okay, anyway, sorry, my 2 cents worth. Okay, so the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the fresh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full. And ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger? Then said the Lord unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, even at even, when ye shall know that the Lord hath brought you out from the land of Egypt, and in the morning then ye shall see the glory of the Lord, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we that you murmur against us? And Moses said, this shall be when the Lord shall give you in the evening fresh flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full. For the Lord heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord. And Moses spake unto Aaron, said unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he hath heard your murmurings. And it came to pass, as Aaron spake to the whole congregation of the children of Israel, and they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in a cloud. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I've heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at eve you shall eat flesh, and in the morning you shall be filled with bread, and ye will know that I am the Lord your God. And it came to pass that at eve the quails came up and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay around about the host. And the dew that laid was gone up, and behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as a hoar frost on the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said to another, it is manna. For they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread which the Lord hath given you to eat. This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Gather of it every man according to his eating, an omar for every man, according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tents. And the children of Israel did so, gathered some more, some less. And when they did meet it with Omar, he had gathered much, had nothing over, and he had gathered little, had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. And Moses said, "Let no man leave of it until the morning." Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses, but some of them left of it until the morning, and it bred worms and stank. And Moses was wroth with them, and he gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating, and when the sun waxed hot, it melted. Wow. And it came to pass that on the 6th day that they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omars for one man, and all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. And he said unto them, that this is that which the Lord hath said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and see it that ye will see it, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. And they laid it up until the morning, as Moses bade them, and it did not stink, neither was there any worms therein. And Moses said, Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto the Lord. Today ye shall not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, it is there, in it there shall be none. And it came to pass that they went out, some of the people, on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none. And the Lord said unto Moses, How long refuses ye to keep my commandments and my laws? See, for the Lord hath given you the Sabbath, therefore he gave it you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place, let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day, and the house of Israel called the name thereof manna, and it was like a coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like waters made with honey. Wow. And Moses said, This is the thing that the Lord commandeth, fill an omar of it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread wherein I have fed you in the wilderness, that I have brought you forth from the land of Egypt. And Moses said unto Aaron, Take a pot and put the omar full of manna therein, and lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. And the Lord commanded Moses, and Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel did eat manna 40 years, until they came to a land inhabited. They did eat manna until they came into the borders of the land of Canaan. Now an omar is the 10th part of a ephah. Okay, that's it for now for this reading. Pretty cool, huh? Can you imagine the Lord, that you actually see manna? And I'm sure that is what the angels eat as well. Like waters of honey. Wow. That just sounds so good, doesn't it? Kind of like baklava, but baklava is a little heavier. So, I just think that's so cool. Anyway, all right. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much. That was Exodus, and we will continue. All right. Thank you. Bye.